Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I release a Legacy video every Friday. Hello everyone, Martin here, back with another Legacy video. Playing a Bug Doomsday deck with the One Ring. This is kind of a variation of the four-color list you've seen me play recently. But I've cut the white splash, and yeah, let's talk about it. So I feel like this is like I said, sort of a variation. It's an experiment. I'm not like sort of abandoning the four color list per se, but I am kind of interested in trying out a list that has a little bit more of a robust mana base, gets into a little bit less trouble with its mana base, like drawing Tundra when what you really want is to be able to cast Dark Ritual or Veil of Summer or whatever. And I also have had like mixed feelings with regards to Teferi. I think Teferi is obviously it's a very powerful magic card, and it is very sort of fits very well in a combo deck because once Teferi resolves, sort of on an uncontested board, you're kind of in heaven, right? You, as the combo player, your opponents can't interact, so that's really nice. But there is a lot of not blue, like non-blue decks in the format right now as well. And there are just a lot of creatures. There's a lot of time where Teferi ends up being sort of like a 3 mana bounce a spell, draw a card, but then he dies. And that sometimes that's good enough, but sometimes it's not, basically. And I feel like it's not that efficient. Um, Not having Teferi means we don't get those really cool, like, grindy game ones where, or even like post sideboard where you end up like bouncing your own ring and replaying it and all that good stuff. But I do think this is worth at least sort of exploring. So quickly, what I did was cut the three Teferis. I added an extra Edge of Autumn, and I added a Drown in the Lock, and I added a where is it? I added a fourth Veil of Summer. So those were the three pieces, and they all kind of do different things. Having four cyclers up from three is, I think, like it is noticeable. I've played a couple of leagues. I do feel like I've noticed it. That may just be, I don't know, some sort of bias, but like having the fourth cycler increases, even if only slightly, the amount of sort of early turn kills and same turn kills. Having a fourth Veil of Summer just feels like it makes sense right now because of how black the format is and how much scam that's going on. And then the Drown in the Lock is certainly, I think, the least sort of written in stone slot in the deck. Um, I do like that it's another piece of interaction. Like losing three to Fairy and replacing it with one Veil and one Drown, you are still getting some, like, Teferi is also disruption, and so is Drown. But I do really like Drown in the Lock. I have to say, I do really like how, like, being able to have a modal card that also can remove a creature. I don't know, the 2 mana, yeah. There aren't a lot of red blasts in the format, so like your removal spell, like being susceptible to blast is sometimes not very good, but I don't think it's that vulnerable right now. Okay, so onto the sideboard. This is pretty, like, a pretty straightforward, I guess, transition. What I did was I cut the 4 plows. I added 3 Fatal Push and 1 Boseiju. I think Boseiju is really good right now. I think, and being in green, I think you really want at least one, but probably two of that effect. We don't have the basic forest, so we can't Boseiju a Blood Moon if it sticks unless we have a Petal. But they're like Boseijuing, like the fact that you can Boseiju like really weird stuff like a Cephalid Coliseum, or yeah, like I guess even Ursa Saga, but those things are relevant. But then, like, in the blue mirror, like the Beanstalk, I suppose, matchup, being able to Boseiju Leyline Binding on, like, say your ring or something is just like really really good. And then, you know, initially, like, I had Boseiju as a one of, as sort of a surgical tool to be able to kill a dress down, and that still is the case. But I just like, I've been really pleased with the cards. I wanted to try a second one. The Pernicious Deeds are like primarily for Painter and other Saga decks. They can also probably be something else depending on your meta and what you're expecting. Putting two Force of Negation in here if you're worried about like Moon Stompy or other combo decks is certainly fair. But I think we're pretty okay set up in the combo mirror though, with the 4 Force, the 3 days, the 4 Veil, and like Bowmasters and Shieldreds. That's pretty good if you're up against like Show and Tell or whatever, or the Doomsday Mirror. But anyways, there aren't that much combo these days, so I think it's fair to not have Force of Negation. So basically, like all of this, like these 9 cards plus these two carpets here are for the tempo matchup. And like depending on what kind of tempo, if it's like Grixis Delver or Rug Delver, I probably bring in Deed because they play more sort of one drops. They play Delver and Darcy, whereas the Riscaminator deck, I don't think Deed really makes the cut because like they have like Bowmasters, but other than that, their threats are like Grief and upwards, so like 4 mana and upwards. I don't think that's very reasonable. Okay, I think with that said, let's jump into a league. On the play for round number one, and yeah, this is a little bit of a meh hand, but I do think I'm going to keep it. Having the sewers here is not ideal because we kind of want to have 2 mana open on turn two, I guess. And that means playing out the sewers turn one, but we do get the surveil. It just means that we're sort of dead to a like we can't that we don't get to ponder and potentially find force. Um, but I still think I make this play. I'll take the dark ritual, sure. Okay, there's a wasteland. Bye bye to the sewers. Do I just go for the turn one Dark Ritual Doomsday here? It's very risky because if this is scam or any discard deck, then and they get our Oracle. Plus, we're not really sure what pile we're building, but I do still think I go for it here. If they force, then it's a 2 for 2, and my hand is still sort of functional after that. We have like a couple of ponders. But yeah, we'll see. Okay, so that does resolve. So I think I want yeah, this is pretty risky with the Thassa in hand if this is discard. But we didn't, like I said, we didn't get griefed on turn one, so maybe they don't have it, and maybe it's lands. Who knows? But I think I'm gonna get so like a fetch land and basic island is sort of where this begins. Probably cavern because if it is like a blue deck, then they'll have a couple of turns to find counter magic, so we don't want that. And we have the Oracle. So probably my next turn looks something like Ponder, like draw Misty Rainforest, fetch Island. 3 cards left in the deck. We ponder and maybe we put like a Force of Will into our hand. Um, there is a risk like we could also lose to something like Sphere of Resistance plus Wasteland here. But yeah, can't beat it all. Maybe a fetch, like a cycler here. Okay, let's see. So we draw Misty, we fetch basic island, we ponder, we draw force. Then the next turn, we draw the street wraith, and we're off to the races. So yeah, we lose to a discard spell basically. I'm sort of okay with that. Um, also, like the discard spell probably has to come like this turn. And the way we could potentially beat a discard spell is by like putting in a Dark Ritual and a Doomsday into the pile, but I think that is not ideal. That sort of prolongs the game unnecessarily, and we don't know that we're up against a discard deck. But let's see. Okay, they concede. Interesting. Probably like if they felt confident they couldn't do anything here, I think that's a pretty good call. So all we know is our opponent has a wasteland. This can like All right, so let's say the Wasteland decks are typically like two archetypes of Wasteland deck. There are the Savannah plus Wasteland deck, and then there are the Tempo decks. The Savannah decks can be like divided into subgroups of like lands, like green white depths, uh, Mavericky kind of decks, and the Tempo decks obviously are different. They're like a Scamnator and Grixis Delver and Rug, and we really don't like those two sideboard plans don't overlap, I think, at all. If I put like fatal pushes into my deck and it's lands, then I'm gonna feel pretty bad. Um, hmm. I feel like if it was a blue deck, um, like a tempo deck, they wouldn't have conceded. Like they would have a hand that either had a cantrip in it or a counterspell or at least like a creature. Like they would not they would probably wouldn't concede. Okay, what do we do here? Maybe we we bring in a couple of fatal push. My magic line is completely weird. I can't like drag with my mouse and I can't use the number keys to prompt commands in the match. That's kind of weird. Okay, if it is like lands or something, we're not going to need veils. I'm going to board out the 4 veils. Oops. And I'll probably board in 2 Boseiju and 2 the 2 pushes. If it's like pushes, obviously bad against lands, but if it's like depths or something, gosh, I don't know. I feel like maybe this is not correct. All right, I'm gonna try this. We'll see. We'll be wiser after this. Okay, a lot of lands, but also blue spells, and I think I keep this. Two the like both surveil lands is a little bit weird, but we do have brainstorm. Oh, basic swamp. Dark. Okay, what plays basic swamp plus wasteland? Probably a scam deck. Um. Okay, I'm gonna let this resolve. If I get like thought seized, I'm gonna be sad. Oppo agent. Okay, I probably should force that. Uh. Yeah. Pitch ponder. Not sure if I'll regret that. Okay. So I mean, they certainly could have had a discard spell. We can feel pretty certain about that. Yikes. Okay, I think I probably plumped down my hedge maze here. Not sure if the Boseijus are gonna do anything relevant here. I'll put Lauren Reel into the bin. Okay, so would really like to not have my brainstorm taken here, but that is certainly something that's there's a risk of that happening. Dothy, okay. Glad I put the Lorien revealed in before that came into play. Oh, and another one. Wow. Hmm. Not exactly great here. I think I put back the land here and like the 2 lands. I think I think we pass here. Wonder if they have Bowmasters or like if they have another Dark Ritual Oppo here, it's really terrifying for us. Looks like they didn't. Okay, I'll get the sewers and get my surveil. I'll take a ponder. If they have Bowmasters, it'll certainly come out now, and then we can daze it. Daze for you. Oof. Okay, so we can Doomsday right now with the Street Wraith, like cycle the Street Wraith. But I don't know that I wouldn't rather just like Doomsday next turn. Yeah. And then have the win. Let's see, if they beat me down to 12, then I cast Doomsday. If they have another Bowmasters, then I'm at 11, I'm at 5. Then I take 3 down to 2 with the Street Wraith. Take 3 down to 2. I draw, let's say, consider, and then I can take 1 from consider and still win. I think that's okay. But yeah, let's see. I guess I play this hedge maze and I don't surveil Doomsday to the graveyard. I'm gonna play the pedal here. Yeah, this does feel a little bit naked right now. They have 3 cards in hand. They would need to like be more or less irrelevant. Okay, I'm down to 12. Do we have another Bowmasters? Because I think I can beat that. Oh, Null Rod. Okay. Yeah. How do we feel about Null Rod? Not great, but I guess not terrible either. I don't know. Oh, actually, hang on. I can Boseiju the Null Rod, right? But do I have enough mana then? Let's say, but it doesn't matter because they didn't have the Bowmasters. Okay, I think I just Boseiju the Null Rod. Oh no! Because I'm an idiot, I didn't float mana. Ugh, god damn it. I can do it this turn. Will it matter? So I guess I could Dark Ritual. I Boseiju the Null Rod. But then I need I don't have enough mana to keep it going. So I could Dark Ritual here, and then Street Wraith into like a land plus Fatal Push. How do we like that? Yeah. So let's say Dark Ritual. I think we do cast the Doomsday this turn. They've just F6'd. That's aggravating. We also have the Lauren revealed that can get a land. So let's say we Street Wraith into Brainstorm. We Brainstorm into like Push. Where'd you go? Push. Push. Delta C. Not C. I mean, we don't want to draw the C here, but how's that look? So Street Wraith into Brainstorm. Brainstorm, draw, Delta push Thassa, put back Thassa and like Boseiju. And then we might end up in a spot where we lose to a removal spell, but I don't know. Yeah, it feels like this could be smoother, but is there any world where I want to risk double Street Wraithing here? So I Street Wraith into Street Wraith, and then Street Wraith into Brainstorm, and then I draw the rest of the deck. But no, then it's sort of the same because the fetch land is just the second Street Wraith here. Yeah, I think this is. I'm gonna go with this. So do we? No, we don't end up risking something here. With regards to what we're gonna like in what order we're gonna draw the Thassa. Okay. Cast Brainstorm. Put back Lorne revealed. Oh, hang on, we do risk that. Then I don't know which card I'm gonna draw first, right? Oh well. I'm sort of committed to this. Can't have that. Dothy around. So the problem is now, like, if they have another threat here, if they play just another Dothy, and then I draw, I draw the Lorne revealed next turn, there's a 50-50 shot of me drawing that, then I just lose. So yeah, that probably could have been done more elegantly. 3 mana. Does feel like they would have something here. Like a removal spell does it. I draw the Lorn Revealed. Oh no. Yeah, if they have either Bowmasters or Oppo Agent, we're dead. Deadly dead. Looks like they do. Yeah, alright, GG's. Yeah, that could have been done better on my part, I think. Okay, now we know what we're up against. We certainly want the Veils of Summer. Although I have seen zero discard so far, but you gotta say that they're gonna have discard, right? I they have they have the Null Rod. I don't know that I want. I don't think I want two Posejus. Um, is there something we're okay cutting here? Uh, like I do kind of want to be fast, so I'm not super into cutting street race like cyclers. But on the other hand, gotta cut something, right? So maybe I don't even have one Boseiju. Yeah, I think I'm okay not having that. Um, maybe like just I don't know. It does feel like we are gonna be happy having some like a couple of removal spells here. Day seems good on the play. Maybe the One Ring is a little bit sort of slow, and this is more of a Doomsday matchup. And I'll cut a Lore and Reveal. They are a Wasteland deck, but they're also an Oppo deck. So yeah, let's try this. All right, come on with a good one. I think that counts. Again, though, with the Thassa in the main hand, or in the main hand, in the opening hand, opponent keeps 7 as well. Uh, let's let's ponder. Yeah, more lands. Oh, bummer. There's the grief. And they're pitching a Stalactite Stalker. Okay, they take the Doomsday. Can't really do anything. Oh, another grief. Oh, good times. What do you take here? Maybe Street Wraith? Or if you have Surgical, you take Thassa? Or LED? I don't know. Like, none of this is super. I think Petal is the correct take, though. There's a Stalker. Okay. That gets a counter. I think I probably hedge maze here. Because if there's like a ponder here, I might want to. Okay, that's probably fine to keep. There's a wasteland. Reanimate the grief, huh? Okay. I think we are getting our butts kicked here. I'm gonna kill the stalker. I can't kill the grief unless they wasteland me first with the fatal push. And the stalker is probably gonna outgrow the grief anyways. This also saves me like 2 life points right now. Okay, they take Thassa. They probably waste the hedge maze. Oh, there's a Veil of Summer. I don't know, maybe they waste the sea just to try to keep me off triple black. Mm. So I can Veil of Summer right now and hope to hit either Daze or like the other Fatal Push. Or I can save my Veil. I think I need to Veil right now. I should have waited then. I should have let the oh no, not never mind. I was gonna say I should have let the Bowmasters resolve and then target me and then Veil. But then, if I hit Daze I'm gonna feel sad. Okay. I didn't though. I hit fetch land, so. And there's a force. I don't feel like I am going to be winning this game, unfortunately. Okay, I take 5, I'm at 8, and they have a Bowmaster, so, not looking too good. They take a second, they grief again, sure. I think I would have had to have boarded in like shouldered or something here to win. Yeah, don't think we can do anything here, but let's see. Let's surveil away this polluted delta. And no. Alright, GG's. Alright, on the draw here with not a great. I think I have to mulligan this one lander. Also because it's a survey land. I'll keep this. I will bottom the Cavern of Souls probably. Although, I mean, this isn't a great hand. The Force of Will doesn't have a blue card, but I think this is still better than going to 5. Opponent, meanwhile, also on a mulligan to 6. Let's see if they like their 6. Looks like they do. We are getting griefed, pitching Fatal Push. That's interesting. Haven't seen push in the Riscaminator lists of late. So maybe it's like more of a just a scam deck, like with without the Entomb package. Yeah. Oh grief. Okay, so they take Doomsday. No big surprise there. Can they follow it up with Reanimate? They can. Okay, full scam. Let's see if we can recover from this. Drown in the lock. I mean, that's not bad, but I also don't feel great about like even just killing the grief. It's you can just get reanimated, but no, this is a fine draw. We get a blue card for the Force, and I'm gonna fetch the Undercity Sewers here. But yeah, drown for Bowmasters game 1 was sort of what we were after. Oh no. Still think I'd do the surveil thing here. If they want to waste it, then, you know, so be it. But at least we got a little bit of value out of it. And I will put it into graveyard. If they have the reanimate, then they're gonna take 5 and put my grief in my Street Wraith into play, I guess. But okay, I am gonna give them the information here. They knew about Tropical Island, Forest, and Island, and now they know we still have those. We could have played a different land, but I do think it's correct playing out the black land here. Another wasteland. Nice. Wasting me in my upkeep. I guess I could have played out the island here, but now I'm representing Vale. I don't know. They have the 3rd wasteland, I guess. That's all she wrote for me. I mean, this grief is just gonna go coast to coast, it looks like. Yeah, I'll be at 7 soon, and they may have like a follow-up threat here. They've cast 2 cantrips and discarded my hand twice and wastelanded me twice, and I've basically done nothing. So just like eons behind them in terms of like game development and so take me down to 7 here, and now they have 2 mana. This could be Murktide, or it could be just hold up Bowmasters, which it looks like it is. Oh damn, I just really need like a black mana here. Black mana lets me drown the grief, and I like having Force plus Veil is decent enough to fight the Bowmasters that they're pretty clearly sitting on. But I'm just gonna die to this grief now. I don't hit a land here. Oh, I do though. Excellent. All right, I'm gonna pass and do it on their turn, I guess. This will leave me at 3. Okay. Let's kill this grief. Yeah, they're gonna play Murktide. I have to counter it, and then like if one of the remaining 4 cards is relevant, it's over. But let's see here. Maybe they force pitch something to protect this, and we can get a little bit of Veil value going. Yeah, they just let it resolve lightly because they have more threats. Cantrip, Lorien revealed. I think I actually do just island cycle that right now for an underground sea. Could have gotten the hedge maze to get surveil, but I think like beelining for black 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 is where this is at. Grief. Okay. Well, I'm gonna Veil of Summer that, and I'm just allowed to do that. I think if they had Bowmasters, they would have played it. I also think if they have Force of Will, they Force of Will that, but I could be wrong. Maybe not. Maybe they. I don't think no. They don't know about the LED. Okay. Find another wasteland. This time they don't wait until my upkeep. Um, Dark Ritual. Okay. Somehow I'm not dead yet, but I do not expect this to go well for me. Wow, that was the third wasteland. This Dothy. Okay. Well, this means it's now or never. I think I have to draw like the one ring, and then like I'll be at 2 though, so I can't even like activate the one ring. Hedge maze. Force. Go away, force. Now they have force in the void. Alright. That was a pretty brutal slaughtering. Okay. So I want the fatal pushes. I want the bowmasters. I want the dismembers. And I want the Shieldreds, and this is, of course, Shieldred is always a bit of a gamble versus that kind of strategy, because if they happen to, grief her out of your hand and then reanimate her, then it's like really, really sad, bad times for you. Um, yeah, and I'm gonna trim all, or at least most of the Doomsday package. Let's see. Maybe go down to 1 copy of Doomsday, cut a couple of, or at least, I don't know, cutting Petal is also not ideal versus what they've got going on. I don't know, maybe I just do cut the whole Doomsday package. Yeah, let's try this. See if we can get out from under that sort of intense early game pressure that they put you under. Wow, this feels like an inordinate amount of times I've gotten like stuck with these in my opening hands. Can we keep this? Like, we're gonna get discarded turn 1. They're gonna take the carpet, and if they have wasteland, then we can't cast the carpet. I think I'm gonna mulligan this. Okay. I mean, this is also pretty bad. Like, oh god. Yeah, I am gonna keep this, and maybe I throw away the ring or force. It's easy to say the redundant Shieldred, but like if they discard my Shieldred and I don't have one, then I think I've just lost. Like if they discard and reanimate it, I mean. Oh, okay, I am actually gonna put away a Shieldred here. Yeah, these surveillance just keep appearing in opening hands for me. Just not where you want them at all. But that is sort of the cost of having those in your deck. We both mulligan to 6. Let's see if we can avoid getting discarded on turn 1. That is sort of the most important thing here. I don't know, maybe I am supposed to take like to put a bottom the force. So we're not doing anything without another blue card. Fatal push seems okay. I know we are sort of in need of getting to 4 mana, but yeah. All right, playing out the Petal, they aren't going to destroy it, and it at least sort of makes them have to respect the possibility of Veil of Summer. Okay. We get to draw, and there was no wasteland, there was no turn 1 discard, so happy times. Best draw now is Cavern of Souls. Yeah, sadly I don't have Bowmasters. So would this be the sort of deck that also has Stifle, I wonder? Okay, I'm gonna fetch Hedge Maze here, get the Surveil. Oh no. Really? Yeah, it looks like it. Yep, Stifle. Alright. We draw Swamp. Thought we were, it's among one of the better draws we could have. Still sitting with no blue card to this force. I think I'm on like 19 blue cards post board. Okay, cycling the troll. We can't. Push doesn't kill the troll ever. And now they have a troll, so we need to turtle up either behind the One Ring or shoulder it. Camera Souls. Nope, Force of Will. Okay, at least we have a Force of Will now. If we draw like a Dark Ritual, we can like Dark Ritual out the Ring or Shieldred, or we could, I guess, if we draw land, we play into Daze. But the clock is on now. I think I need to play the Ring before Shieldred, but I could be wrong. Okay, this looks like Murktide. A 6/6 Murktide. Okay, Force. Now we don't have any way to power anything through here, so that doesn't matter because we get the fuck me. Oh no. So let's say I'll be at 6. Then they will. I think I'm gonna keep this land. Yeah. This means we can still do something post like a wasteland, and it also means like we are playing around Daze. We have to fade a lot of things here. 4 cards in their hand. None of them can be discard. None of them can be like Force of Will. Bowmasters would also not be great. Oh, they had the Wasteland. Yikes. Alright, do you have more Stifle? Can't be Stifle either. Okay, no Stifle. I should have gotten Bayou there. No, that was a punt. I don't expect this to resolve though. They're sitting on 3 cards that they've been sitting on for a while. Yeah. Okay. Great times were had by my opponent and not by me. And we're 0-2. Let's go to round number 3. Alright, on the play for round number 3. Yet again with the Undersea Sewers. I played 2 of these, god damn it. This hand is pretty good though, so I am gonna keep it, or at least pretty tempting. But I mean, we do like turn 1 Wasteland and no lands in the top 2 cards. We're sort of not looking good. I guess top 3 cards because we do get the Surveillor. Show me a land. No land. Brainstorm. Not interested. Okay, no Wasteland, thankfully. All right, let's Dark Ritual. Okay, I think I just Island Cycle here. I do think I get Trop because if something is going to go down next turn, I want to have Force and Veil open. When you see me holding my Street Wraith, oh, Ancient Doom, this is Show and Tell. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I'm holding Street Wraith because I think it's right now value like being able to go off on the same turn if I draw Doomsday more than just digging a card sort of at random. Okay, I think I do cycle it now though because that was also when I thought this may have been like a Delver deck. We draw another Cycler anyways. I think I'm gonna Island Cycle again here. And I think I'm gonna get Hedge Maze to get the Surveil. This plays kind of into Daze, but I could also have cast Consider, but I would rather have like I would be considering to find a land anyway, so I'd rather just cast the land or like cycle the Lorien. It's not nothing that we have these Dark Rituals, and we could potentially at some point like hard cast the Lorien Revealed, but I'm giving up on that. Brainstorm. All right. So by the way, they know what's up now, of course. If the Street Wraith wasn't a big enough of a giveaway, but the Thassa's Oracle certainly does give it away. Thought they might have been looking to cast a sneak attack there, but nope. Okay. I do think I cast the Consider now that I drew another card for Force. Not interested in Daze. Just another land. Okay. Let's hope this Force plus Veil holds up. And More lands. I guess I hold on to the land in case I draw Brainstorm next turn. Oh, you have Brainstorm. That's the card I want. Green plus blue. What is this? Zoological study. Middle 5 cards. Then return a creature card middle this way to your hand. What is this the zoological study or the monster manual? Oh, yes. Monster manual. You may put a creature card from your hand onto the battlefield. So then I would have to counter that. Okay. You can do this. This is scary that they're on green. This means we have to respect Veil. Okay, so but they don't hit a creature. They just hit like Flusterstorm, Show and Tell. Main deck Flusterstorm is interesting to know about. Okay, I mean, now we can double force with a like pitching a Dark Ritual to one of them and Veil of Summer. That's good, I suppose, but it's a little bit, we're flooding out pretty badly. Okay, and we have to obviously we have to counter this, the monster manual, because otherwise they can just start putting whatever's, they're certainly a creature in their hand, I'm sure. One Ring. I don't think I want that either to be in play. Okay, I'm gonna use one of my Dark Rituals over one of my Force of Wills. Force, pitch Atraxa, guess I Veil. Hope they don't have Flusterstorm as their last card. Or not as, like, among their last 4 cards. It's not, it's another Force, but okay, I'm gonna have to force this, god damn it. I guess I could have maybe fetched, like, cycled the edge to find another blue card. We do find another blue card, and it's a Drown on the Lock, which is nice. So next turn we can counter the monster manual. Oh, Brainstorm. That was a good draw. But it just shows me 2 lands. Jeez. I guess I still ponder here. I can still Drown in the Lock, playing around stuff. I'll take these, although it's not great. Like, Veil means if they have Flusterstorm, I can like Drown the Lock plus Veil to back that up. I guess they're also like choked on green mana. Oh, they just found green mana. They're not casting this? Interesting. I am going to ponder. I know the top card is a land I don't want, but yeah, I think I shuffle these. There's a Doomsday. That's good. Do I just go for this? Let's see. So, Dark Ritual. I suppose I could just like Veil of Summer up front. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Then unless they have some stifle effect or something, this should be a foregone conclusion. Okay, so we want Brainstorm, we want LED, we want Thassa is down here, and Consider is down here, and another Edge of Autumn. Thassa, Edge, and we just want the Brainstorm on top. And we even have like a spare mana here, but I'm not gonna make use of that. That's sort of on my to-do list, is to sort of improve the pile building when you have like spare resources. I'm pretty much tunnel visioned in on like this Consider pile a lot of the time. Off to the sideboard, and I want not Fatal Push. I want Bowmasters, Shieldrids, and Bosejus, I guess. They're certain to have like Omniscience in their deck. So that's 6 cards here. I'm gonna cut the LED and some numbers of cyclers. We could put in like bring in carpets, but they have a lot of non-island lands, so probably not. Yeah, I might cut a Lorien and maybe the basic swamp. Down to, I guess, 17 lands is because we brought in the 2 Bosejus. Yeah, but I think this is okay. We sort of pivot into something of a mid-rangey control deck. Oh, but we also just have turn 1 Doomsday with Force backup. This is what you call a keep in the industry. Ponder. Okay. We have to be wary of Flusterstorm off of this pedal. They don't shuffle. I'd like another blue card or a pedal myself or a land. Second blue card. Oh gosh. I think I actually pass here. You can make an argument to ponder looking for the second land, which I would certainly buy, but I also really like having force plus days here. Super annoying that my opponent is being patient like this. I'd much rather they just jammed. They choose to shuffle those. That's good. They're also representing Vale here. Okay, there's another land. But I do think I need a green land. Yeah. Alright. I'm the pedal player now. Usually in these sorts of scenarios, the person making the first move sort of ends up losing. Let's see if that also sort of bears out here. So what we want to avoid here is Flusterstorm on Veil of Summer. Flusterstorm on the Doomsday is okay. It does suck that the card I'm going to draw right now is a third copy of Doomsday. But yeah, alright, so my Veil is in, my Doomsday is going to resolve. Now we have to hope that Force plus Days is going to be good enough to keep them from winning next turn. Want the Thassa, want the 2 Cyclers, and maybe that's just all we want. I'm not really expecting them to have removal. I'm gonna put the Cavern in there, and then what else? Maybe like another land that casts one of these Doomsdays. If that somehow becomes relevant, it probably won't. And I guess I'll be cycling the Edge of Autumn. But let's just wait and see here. And I can like counter something they do without losing, without my counterspell being counterable. Okay, my days suddenly feels not good at all. Oh, it's a Traxa. Maybe my days is gonna get paid off here. Ha ha ha. Yeah, they concede. Wow. Okay, that was fun. On the play for round number 4. Have small in this. No lands. Keep this. Not amazing, but could be worse. I think I'm actually going to hang on to the Cavern because it casts the One Ring. And then I'm going to bottom the Street Wraith. I probably play the Cavern and name Merfolk here. Actually, should I do something funny here? Name Goblin? I am actually going to do that. I don't know. I've never done this before. It's just on a whim here. My opponent is going to think I'm on a Goblins deck. That may end up not mattering at all, and I may end up like feeling pretty bad that I can't cast Thassa through this Cavern. But yeah, let's say that this is for science. Tropical Island Go. Immediately sad that I wasted this Cavern. Okay, but the Dark Ritual is good. I'm gonna cast the One Ring here. We can get it through a daze. So, do they have Force blue card? Like something like a Spell Pierce here would be absolutely disastrous for us. But like if they force, I'm gonna force back. Obviously, I'll be hellbent. But if that gets me the ring. Oh, I just got the ring. Got to keep my force. That's awesome. Gonna draw immediately. Draw Edge of Autumn. If we draw a green land, we can even we can like rampant growth or whatever it's called, that part of this card, the effect, and get one of our basics out. Okay, this looks like Bug Beanstalk. which means maybe that's why they let the ring resolve, because they have Bowmasters in hand and they're all like happy-go-lucky about that. Okay, I'm gonna start off with the ring. And if they Bowmasters us, which they are gonna do, it's the most obvious thing of obvious things. Um, I mean, I could just let this go. This Bowmaster. So I'm gonna draw all of these. I can't cast Doomsday this turn. I think I force Pitch Ponder here. And okay, that's good. So now we pass, and then next turn we can like Doomsday with Ring and our Cavern of Souls on Goblin. Well, let's see. Let's see if maybe they have more Bowmasters. A little bit surprised they didn't have Force there, but I guess sometimes you just don't have Force. There's a Beanstalk. Okay. Please just no Wasteland. Just pass the turn. Oh, get out of here. Guess I float blue and I cycle this. I'm not too concerned about having draw effects in my hand. Okay, we draw another land. So if I can draw a blue card here, I'm just good to go. No blue card, but I feel pretty good about like finding a blue card between the Street Wraith cycle and drawing 3 off the ring. Obviously, if we draw 3 off the ring, we can't then also like draw 3 after Doomsday, but let's see. Yeah, they just have 6 here. Excellent. Okay, so we want Thassa. We want basic island maybe, or I guess Petal. And then fetch land and basic island. Is this way too many? I think this is maybe too many cards. No, this should be fine. Like so, the ring draws 3. The street wraith draws 4. One of them being a fetch land, and we fetch the island out. So we need a blue card as the last card with force. So we wraith into force, and then we draw with the ring. We draw Petal, Misty, Thassa. Just to make sure I didn't play a land here. I did play a land. Hang on. There we go, right? I was about to do the thing that I sometimes do. Okay. So instead, we want, where's the other land? Where with you, Misty? We want a second Petal, and we want another Cycler. That gets the same amount of, sees the same amount of cards. So Street Wraith into Force. Activate ring, draw, edge Petal, Thassa, edge into the second Petal. There we go. So Petal on the bottom, Thassa sandwiched between 2 petals, and we just get to do the thing that we wanted to do. This is funny. I'm gonna highlight this. Cavern on Goblin. Let's just click on that. There we go. That's a Twitter screenshot, I guess. All right, and we're out of here. All right, so this, I mean, this could still be like 4 color, and if they have white, that's a pretty big difference. But so I'm gonna bring in, I'm gonna play it like it's 4 color, or like it's bug though. So I'm gonna bring in the carpets, all of my removal, even the deeds. The big problematic card for us is Murktide. Like a resolved Murktide is very hard for bug colors to remove. I would need to be playing like Sheoldred's Edict, or I guess something like Murderer's Cut or something, but I'm not. If they were a white deck, I would certainly want Boseju's for the ley lines, the ley line bindings, I mean. Alright, so I'm going to trim all of the Doomsday package here, and I'm going to treat this as though it was a tempo matchup. And the last cuts, there's consider maybe the petal here. So we have the two carpets replacing two petals. They are a days deck if it is bug beanstalk, but it's funny. I was talking to my friend Kai about this, and we were like the the Turbo Doomsday deck has a really hard time, I think, versus Bug Beanstalk because they're like a Days Wasteland deck that has Bowmasters, sometimes has Stifle, um, but then also has like an incredible grind engine. But then like on my four color control deck, or not control deck, but like the One Ring deck, I'm undefeated. I'm 7-0. I know that doesn't mean that much, but I feel like it's quite sort of a good matchup. Um, Anyways, do I play into Stifle here or do I wait a turn? I think I can afford to wait a turn here. We're also not doing anything with the carpet mana. So they thought about like cycling Lore and Reveal, I guess, but maybe they wanted to keep up Stifle. That's just my read. Let's see here. If this is Beanstalk, am I supposed to force this? I think I probably am supposed to force this. I have the deed in hand. Oh, hang on, no, no, no. Oh, I wanted to surveil. I just clicked through. Uh, okay. So I'm gonna fetch here, get tropical island, and get carpet. And I guess I could, like, they have F6 right now, it feels like. But I am gonna not, like, I could play the deed here off of carpet mana. But right now, like, deed only really is, it's gonna mess up myself. There's an argument I should have fetched while they were tapped out. Because if they find like if they had like made a land drop and then played like Witherbloom command on my carpet, I would like to Veil. But if then they would have a mana open if they had Deed there or Stifle there, it would be really bad. Okay. But now I get to Surveil, lest I yeah. Okay. They can wasteland us now. Like the carpet, as long as we have the carpet, we were at least somewhat uh, good on that. Let's see if they have a Stifle here. If my read was correct. Nope. Okay, what do I want? I probably want the Hedge Maze. That lets me keep open green mana on my, like, when I pass the turn and Veil. And I don't think I want Dark Ritual. Again, like if I draw 4-drop now, I would like to have the Dark Ritual, but okay, I didn't. Always yield. I guess I say no here and play Underground Sea. That way I can Fatal Push at Bowmasters and back it up with Veil. Though I probably wouldn't do that until my turn anyways to not play into Days. So I don't know. Maybe that C should have been in my hand. Yeah, I feel like right now it's all about like not losing the carpet and then about them not having like Murktide, which they could have right now. It would be a 4/4, so that's at least not that big, but my life total would sort of start flying away in chunks. We do have the two copies of Dismember for like stuff that's smaller than 6/6 or 6 in the butt. Interesting. Made that fetch and then just passed. Guess I will. I will. Should I play out the deed here? I think maybe I do play out the deed. Maybe that we needed later on. Um, yeah, this means that I can't hold open both push and veil, but it's maybe. Oh no, I should have. Oh, I should have made green. God damn it! Now I have to tap my only green land. I guess I'll play out the petal. Yeah, but right now I'm the only one that is affected by Pernicious Deed. But I don't know. If they were to force this, I wonder if I'm supposed to Veil. I guess Deed can, like, with a Carpet Trigger, can kill a Murktide. That would be kind of funny. But yeah, now we just have to find some business here. We're all set up here. We have Veil to power something through. If we can find even like Bowmasters, but obviously like Ring or Shieldred is what we want the most. Wasteland, yeah. Uh, yeah. Let's flip black. Make them think about Bowmasters or Dark Ritual or whatever. All right, pass the second main. Are they gonna make a move? They're not. Okay, I think I am going to get black mana here. I'm gonna brainstorm and see if they want to Bowmasters me. They don't. Oh wow, that was really good. Okay, I'm gonna put back, I think, land and then push. Obviously, if they have removal, that's kind of bad. But yeah, let's uh, let's shoulder it, this sucker. Black and blue, is this drown? Okay, this is drown. Well, I mean, I'm gonna Veil, so it's gonna cost them either like a force or like if they have Flusterstorm, that's pretty bad for us. But oh wow, it got through. Excellent. Did not expect that. That's just really, obviously, really good. I guess it's not like I was already down a card from the Dark Ritual, so it just sort of pulls us up to parity here. But having the shoulder in play is a pretty big game. Let's see if they can remove it. We're going to draw Underground Sea next, so we know the next draw step we have is kind of bad. Beanstalk. I mean, come on. Come on. I mean, what are you doing? I guess this now is a big Murktide. Yeah. I think we kind of win this race, though. It's going to be all about whether or not they can find removal for Shieldred in the next couple of turns. They're going to drop to 12 here, have a 5/5. And I'm going to be at, I mean, they as long as Shieldred remains in play, they can't really like attack. I guess they can attack and then like play a blocker. All right. How about you don't find removal for shoulder, please? Pretty please. Love to draw Veil of Summer. How many wastelands is that? The third wasteland? Yeah, okay. Here we go. Are they attacking? Nope. Veil of Summer, please. Yes, please. I mean, Veil doesn't protect against Shieldred's Edict, but they could very well have something like Murderous Cut here. So, and I'm just gonna pass. Obviously, not interested in trading my Shieldred for a Murktide. So, anything that triggers the Beanstalk is obviously cuts the turn off the clock right now. I am a little bit concerned about Shieldred's Edict. Not gonna lie. Like Brazen Borrower, we can Veil of Summer the petty theft. And it even then it just only bounces her, so they would then also need like they would if we veil the petty theft, they have to force the veil or counter it at least, and then they have to also have a force or like another counter for when I replay Shieldred the following turn. All right, we're at 23. Dark Ritual, it's not the worst. It means like if we have to redeploy Shieldred or we draw a ring, we have more mana to play with, but it's also I guess not the most exciting. But I'm not gonna complain. I got the veil I asked for last turn. They have Bowmasters. Okay. I guess we can fatal push this. But if they end up attacking with two of their, I guess they wouldn't attack with like one of their 1/1s. Shieldred would just gobble it up. Brainstorm. You're dead. GG's. I guess they would have to have Veil, but I don't think they have Veil. Interesting. Yeah, they concede. I think they just forgot. I've certainly done that before. All right, 2-2. Off to round number 5. Round number 5 on the play from the 0-2 into potentially redeeming myself here. Let's see if we can win the last one. I don't think I've won any game. I don't know. Maybe I have. I haven't kept track. But where I had one of these in my opening hand and had to play it. But I think I do still keep this. We can still daze with this, and the selection is nice, and the rest of this hand is fine. Even if they do wasteland it, we have like Bayou into Lore and Reveal cycling. So let's try this. And I don't think we want this Misty, so let's get rid of that one. I would like to not have to daze picking up this Undercity Sewers right now. Oh, Marsh Flats. You don't see that too often. Maybe it's like black-red. Fetch at the beginning of combat. You got it. All right. Another daze. I think I ponder here. Yeah. This is it's not bad. I kind of want both Ring and Doomsday. I'm gonna put Doomsday into my hand. There is another copy hiding underneath, but I am a little bit concerned about like picking up lands days here. If nothing happens, I can cycle or reveal for Underground Sea and then just put Doomsday on the stack next turn. I think that's better than drawing the Ring. Swamp, Prismatic Vista. Okay. Ooh, oh no. Yeah, I mean, got it. There's a Dothy. Could be worse. Second Dothy. Yes, okay. That is fine. No, no, no. No! Oh, you stupid click. Yeah, I was obviously supposed to cycle the Lore and Reveal there. Okay. I think we don't cycle now. I think we just take the Ring. And let's ponder here. Okay. We take the swamp, make the swamp play, and then we cycle Lore and Reveal at the end of next turn, and then we just have Brainstorm same turn win. Let's see, I'll be at 14, which means I'll be at 7 post Doomsday, which means I can still win even if they have Bowmasters. I guess Bowmasters right now, I would be life point shorter. I think I still win then. But let's see. If they could also, like, they're a Dark Ritual mono black deck, they could have Oppo Agent. Oh, Wasteland. Gross. Yeah. Now I'm not so sure about this, but I still think I make this play. Now they can they can draw 3 off of the Lorien. Oh wow! How about that? All right, well, let's hope they don't have Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual Oppo Agent. I can't even double days here because I only have 1 island. But looks like we're getting away with it. Let's see. That was so good. It was between like Dark Ritual or Petal. Like one of those 2 cards would enable all this. I'm gonna make the Cyclers edges because they are representing Bowmaster's mana here. But I mean, if they have Bowmasters, they're gonna use it when I cast the Brainstorm, and then I have days, so it's probably fine. Yep, story checks out. So it's Thassa, Edge, and then the remaining 3 shouldn't matter. And no Bowmasters. Okay. Cool, cool. I'll put Ring and then consider on top. Let's hope there's not something I'm missing here that they could have with double black mana. Like if they had white, I'd be worried about that Doorkeeper like Thrall or whatever, however you say it. But I'm not expecting that. Okay, they're conceding. All right. Well, I mean, we beat the mono black wasteland deck in game 1 in round 1, in game 1 of that, and then we went on to lose. But Yeah, I think I want all three fatal pushes, and I think I cut what? Maybe a Lauren revealed, maybe a Street Wraith, and then maybe like a Daze on the draw. Like with their rituals, they might be playing petals. I think maybe Daze is easily sort of outclassed. I'll keep this hand. Again, I have Undercity Sewers in. I'll have to look at one of those hypo geometric, whatever it's called, like one of those calculators that sort of can give you the odds of like in with so many cards. Like, what are the odds of there's one in your opening hand? Okay, I think we sewers here, and probably don't want the veil or the edge. I mean, I'll play out the pedal here. All right, let's go. So they're swinging for one. It's going to be a 2/2 at end of turn. Bowmasters. Okay. Well, we have push for that. Um, yeah. And I'm just going to push it. And I think I cast the brainstorm now. More pushes. Okay. Don't want the LED, and I'll hide the ring. So if we could fade Wasteland here, that would be very nice. How big is this now? It's 2/2. Of course, they had the Wasteland. Yikes. Okay, but at least we have... Oh, another Bowmasters. Alrighty. Well, the damage is racking up here, and I'm not so sure about this. I think I have to play Island. I have to play Island. I have to cycle Lorna Revealed off of Island, and then be able to push something here. Do we get here? Probably like Tropical Island. And, I mean, this is a 3/3 right now. Oh, we're kind of squeezed. So it's like next turn I can either take 6 damage, go to 7, or I can take 3 and go to 10. And I think I am gonna kill the lactite, whatever. All right. Second Wasteland from them would be a disaster. No second Wasteland. Thoughtseize, gross. I wonder what you take here. Do you take the push? I mean, if they take the push, we have no more like recourse versus Bowmasters. Oh, sick. Third Bowmasters? Come on. I think I'm ready to pack this in. Wish I'd brought in my my deed, huh? Yeah. Let's just go to game 3. I think in game 3 I want the third Daze over the third push. I'm not sure if Drown... Yeah, Drown in Luck is probably still good enough. Alright, this is for the positive record or the negative record. Let's go. Yeah, I'll keep this. I really would love for them to like grief me now. They haven't done that yet in the previous 2 games. They did Thoughtseize me just then before, so maybe they can Thoughtseize me again. No Dark Ritual, please. Okay, they're passing. Alright, I'm gonna play the C and pass, but I really wish I had had like Doomsday in my opening hand. Dark Ritual. I think I brainstorm in response. What is this? Probably Bowmasters? It could be Oppo Agent. I'd much prefer it to be Oppo Agent, to be honest. Alright. Do I care about Veil of Summer here? Probably not. I think it's better to have Veil on their turn in case they Thoughtseize me. I mean, we will eventually have to get rid of Oppo Agent. We have 2 pushes and a... oh, come on. Ugh. Oh, I hate Wasteland. They do grief us here, pitch reanimate. And they didn't Wasteland me first, which means they might have Bowmasters. That was at least a valuable play for us. If they don't Wasteland me here, I'm going to believe they have Bowmasters. Okay, they do Wasteland me. Imagine if I had Fatal Push, huh? It would just have Revolt right now. Gonna Hedge Maze, yes. And gonna keep the Petal on top. Petal lets us play the ring next turn. I'm hoping that, like, oh, come on, dude. Dude. Yep. Again, yeah, I mean, lucky for me they didn't Wasteland first, then move into combat. I guess I will Veil. I guess they were playing around Daze more than Veil. I mean, it's still not good. I'm gonna cycle this. Get the Petal. We'll get a couple of fresh cards here. This isn't. It's not good because they are gonna have like 2/3/2s, and one of them is like a big, like, hindrance for us. All right. And Lore Revealed, which we cannot cycle. All right. Come on, find me a Dark Ritual. Yes, please. That was pretty good. I am going to spew off my Petal here. And I hope the last two cards in their hand aren't good. Let's see. Let's draw twice with the One Ring. I hope they don't have Bowmasters. They didn't, but now we have, like, we're sort of choking on shuffle, like search cards, right? All right, I'm gonna drop to 7 next turn, and then down to 5 from the ring. So we probably need to re-ring. So let's get rid of this. Gosh, I'm not even sure. Like, I want to either consider or Undercity Sewers away the Delta here. So probably put the ring there. And get rid of that. How do I win here? I have to basically find Fatal Push or Drown in the Lock. And then I also have to not be dead. Okay, they can Thoughtseize me. Yeah, it's not looking too good. Just too much damage. Like I said, I'll be at 5 momentarily. Then I get a reprieve with the second ring, if nothing, like, unless they have Bowmasters, obviously. And then I kind of have to run hot from there, I think. Okay, they take Consider. Uh-oh, what's this? Okay. Mercifully, just a 2/2. All right, so we draw a second ring here. We can immediately draw 3. There's a Doomsday. If I can... So, if I can find Thassa, then I can, like, if I could, like, find Thassa plus Dark Ritual or something. Yeah, I don't know. So, all right, tell you what, I think I'm not sure if which ring I need to keep here, because if I keep the one with 3 counters on it, then I'm gonna draw and be at 2 life on my next turn, and then I can draw 4 cards, and then maybe something can happen. Let me just hang on. Let me see here. When an opponent is searching, exile. You control them, and they exile those cards. You may play those cards for as long as they remain exiled, and you may spend mana as though they were mana of any color. So can we somehow get Force of Willed? If they exile Force of Will, they would have to have mana to cast it, right? They don't have blue cards to pitch, so probably not. Okay, I think I am gonna make the risky play here and keep the one that's gonna deal me a lot of damage. I have to fade them drawing like Bowmasters here. It can absolutely not be Bowmasters. Okay, here we go. I have to find Thassa or Fatal Push or Drown the Lock in the and probably a Dark Ritual in the top 5 cards. Come on. Well, there's a Dark Ritual. What's the play now? I guess it is activating the ring. Please don't have Bowmasters. There's no Bowmasters. There is a Fatal Push, but I can't get a. Oh, there's also Drown in the Lock. All right, do we get it here? They could have like if their last card is another Oppo agent, we can daze that because they'll be flashing it in response to the Doomsday. I think we may have just gotten away with this, but let's see. All right, let's play this Cavern and name Merfolk, I guess. Let's cast Dark Ritual. Let's I hope I have enough mana to do all the things I wanted to do here. Let's drown this in the lock. Alright, and now we cast Doomsday. Okay, if they didn't flash in the Oppo agent, maybe they didn't have it, or maybe they were just playing around days. Okay, consider. Already have the LED. I need a Brainstorm. I need Thassa. And a second Edge. And I guess a Daze that we can just as a placeholder for the LED. So we cycle Edge in our hand into the Brainstorm, cast Brainstorm, draw, consider, Daze, Edge, put back, blank, and consider, and yeah, I think that does it, right? All right, let's see. Did we get away with this? Thassa, Edge, Daze, consider, and Brainstorm. We're at 1 life. That happened. Yeah, we don't need to crack the, or actually, we're not allowed to crack the LED right now. Put back, veil, and consider. And now we're cracking the LED veil to the bottom. Draw Thassa. I guess we can even make her uncounterable. Not that that matters. Oh, wow. Yeah. That was great. That felt good. That was just very, very, very close. Very, very close at the end there. All right. So, what do we think? Well, I mean, it sucks to go 0-2, and I feel like especially in round one against the mono black sort of scam deck that we also faced in round five. I had a 50-50 shot at winning game two. I feel like when we shuffled the deck and there was like Thassa and Lauren revealed in there, and I wonder if I could have made a better pile that kind of did what I wanted it to do. Because remember I wanted to be able to survive them having Bowmasters. They ended up not having it, and then like we got in this sort of awkward spot where they then had, I think it was an Oppo agent, I can't remember, like just a random at that point just like a 3/2 body that could attack us. But if I had put like another cycler in there, then I think we lose if they have Bowmasters. So I'm not sure. But I mean, we faced scam or no, that's not fair. We faced Bowmasters in 4 out of 5 rounds here. The only exception being the sneak and show player. And I think like I was happy how the deck performed versus sneak and show. I was very pleased how it performed against the bug scam deck or bug beanstalk. And then it was just like I feel like that mono black scam deck with wastelands and oppo agents is kind of a tough nut because they have the bowmasters as well. They just have like a lot of meaningful like fast creatures against us, and dark rituals, and they can pressure our lands with wasteland. But I also just think like it's yeah, I don't know. It's also like it can run out of steam as you just saw, and they don't have caverns. Like the Arcana magic is good versus them. So and Veil's very good. I think Veil really paid off here. But yeah, how about that match 5 game 3, huh? That that ring really coming in clutch. But I'm happy with the disposition or with the decision to keep the expensive ring. But obviously there were risks with either play. All right, well, that's it for me today. Thanks so much for watching, and remember to like and comment, subscribe, all that stuff, and I'll be back with another Legacy video next Friday. See you then.